Welcome back everybody. Today we are going to be doing two videos. This is number two. If you missed the first one, please go check it out. But this is where we describe the strategy that we're going to be scanning for. But before we get into it, please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. Your support really helps the channel to grow, and it is very much appreciated. We've been talking about the SR rejection strategy, and now we're going to be talking about how you can find those setups using finviz.com. And this is a free website here that has a very good screener. So first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to open finviz.com here, and we're going to be wanting to look at our overall market trend. So we're going to go over here to the SPY, which is an ETF of the stocks in the S&P 500, and we're going to scroll to our current stuff on our daily charts here. And if this will load, and what we're looking for is if SPY is in an uptrend or if SPY is in a downtrend. And if you don't know what an uptrend or a downtrend is, you can go to some of the earlier videos in this channel and watch them about finding the trends. So as we can see, SPY is currently in an uptrend. It's been in an uptrend for a while, and our price is trading above our 20-day exponential moving average and our 9-day exponential moving average. For the last 20 days, SPY has been in an uptrend, and for the last 10 days, SPY has been in an uptrend. So that's good. So what we're going to be wanting to look for are long setups based on this. So now we can go back over here to FinViz. And we also notice that 51% of stocks are advancing and only 44 are declining, and 783 have made new highs. So we're going to click on our screener here. And first of all, what we want to do is we want to filter out some of the undesirables. So you can leave this the same, or if you prefer mid-cap stocks, and a lot of people do, you just push this plus mid over 2 billion. I'm going to leave that. So we want our average volume to be at least 500,000, correct? And then our current volume, we want that to be over 500K as well. Price, I don't want to trade anything under $2, so I'm going to click this over $2 tab. And let's go to the fundamental tab here. We want something that, where is what I'm looking for? Let's use the technical volatility. Let's do over 5% because we want something that moves. Perfect. So now what we are looking for is a pattern, and we can click this, first of all, horizontal SR, and check that. And we're going to click this charts tab. And what we're looking for our long setups are stocks that are bouncing from support levels. So performance, we want a confirmation candle, so we're going to click this today up tab. Right, so we want to make sure that we have that confirmation candle today. So we're looking for this, and this gives us 18 pages of things to look at. It's pretty good. So let's go ahead and add another filter so we can just wean this down a little bit. Let's do not overbought greater than 50. Let's do 60. And you can use 50 if you still get too many results. We still have 10 pages. Let's do not overbought greater than 50. Perfect. So now we only have 4 pages. We're looking for things that are bouncing from a horizontal support and are up today. Here, this looks gap down, and we're just going to scroll through these. Here's a nice horizontal support line. Price bounced here. Looks like we missed that one by just a little bit. This looks like it's already broken down. This looks like it is. This looks like a great setup, right? See, we've got a very obvious horizontal support here. Here's a pivot. There's some lows, and they all look like they're touching the same area. So JWN, let's go look at that in our charting software. JWN. Is it the correct? No. JWN. Nordstrom. Cool. So let's just go ahead and draw that support and resistance level on our chart. Here's our support level. This looks like a very good setup. Let's draw our resistance level here. That looks like a pretty good one. Oh, I'm going to wing this here, right there. And we'll just drag that across and then make it go where it needs to go. Oh, it's not cooperating. Let me zoom out a bit more. Right, so there is our support and resistance levels. And this wick up here, you can mark that with just a straight line if you want to. Right, so now, first things first, let's just go ahead and check our setup. Make sure we can get at least 2 times risk if we got in right here on top of this candle. Stop losses, let's look again at our ATR. So average true range for this stock is $2.20 on a daily candle. Cool. So we want to make sure our stop loss is $2 away. So 35. Let's put it just below this candle here at $33. Just going to mark that. Let's do 33. 33.30. That looks perfect. So our 1 times risk. Let me open my pen here. Oh, crap. And come on. There we go. So our 1 times risk is here from this line to this line. We want to make sure we can get at least 2 times that before we hit this zone. And that's absolutely 2 times that. So 2 times would probably be here. So at our 2 times risk here, we can exit the entire position or we can take off most of the position. With it being this close to the zone, I would just go ahead and exit everything. So this is a good setup, but we have a couple of more things to check before we go into this, before we actually take this trade. Remember, we're looking, our MACD looks good. It looks like it is sloping up, so that's great. Our RSI is sloping up. Our stochastic is also sloping up, so we have 1, 2, 3. We have a bullish candle reversal bouncing from support, so that's 4 and 5. And then we can get at least 2 times before we hit this start, so that's 6 things all lining up in a nice check for us. That's perfect. And this is exactly what we're looking for. So one more thing that we would like to check before we do this. Let's go back over here to FinViz. So we're looking for consumer. We're looking at the sector here now. So department stores sector and this industry here. So let's go and open groups in a new tab on FinViz. So we're looking at sectors, industries. Well, let's click on charts here. Sorry, my service is just a bit slow. It's taking it a little bit longer. So here is this sector here, and this sector looks like it has recently suffered a dip, but it is overall up. So that's good. Now we can do that, and then we can click on the industry in the sector and click on this consumer industry. So what we're looking for is, again, department stores. So scroll down and find department stores. And department stores is also indeed in an uptrend. So uptrend here, uptrend in our industry. So check and check again. And this is a trade that I personally would take. So let's just scroll through here and see if we can find any other setups just for added examples. So JWN is a great setup. Let's just write that down. JWN. And this is actually current, so you can check this in a couple of days and see if I was right and if our strategy actually works. Cool. So JWN looks good. We're going to write that down. Let's scroll through here and see if we can find something else. This one looks like it's already broken down. This one could possibly be good. LCI. It's a drug manufacturer, so I'm not going to personally take anything there. Your biotechs are going to be risky. I don't like this. This looks like it could be decent. It's also biotech. Biotechs are going to be more risky, but I do sometimes take them if they have catalysts coming up as well. None of those look good. None of these look good either. So let's just go ahead and see if we can take. Alright, so that's all we have as far as the long side goes. So let's go over the short stuff. You can also look at the channels sideways here for these, and you can look at just horizontal SR. You can look at trendline resistance, trendline support for your continuations, but we're going to just be specifically talking about this SR rejection, so we're looking for horizontal SR. So for our short setups, we are looking for something that is not oversold. So we don't want something that's oversold. Let's go ahead and change that. We still want, and then we want to change it to today down for a confirmation candle, right? So let's see if we can find a short setup. So everything is the same except you want not oversold and you want today for the stock to be down. And this time we're looking for things bouncing from, if here's your support, we're looking for things bouncing from the top to short for the move down. Oh, rewrite JWN down because that's our long setup that we were looking at. So now we're looking for things bouncing from a horizontal resistance. I don't like this. And SPY is up, so we may not find any of these. This one could be possible. CTXR. Let's write that down to go look at. CTXR. So let's go just have a look at this one. First of all, we'll look at that. It's a biotech stock. These things are very volatile. So if we don't find anything else, we can go look at that. So far, I don't see anything that looks good. No. Just scrolling through, seeing if I see any good short setups here. This one looks like we just missed it. Apparel retail, here's a good one. URBN. Let's go ahead and look at it. URBN. Urban Outfitters. So once again, we're going to draw our zones here. I'm not going to color code these just because we're going to go through them very quickly. And we're going to look at our ATR and check our average true range. It's $2.10. So I don't think we're going to be able to take a trade here just based on how tight this consolidation is. This is a very tight pattern. This is between, let me just get a cursor out. We're looking at 35 and 39, so that's only $4 with your ATR at $2.10. You're not going to be able to get a good risk reward ratio for this. But let's just say for posterity's sake, you were going to be able to get a good risk reward ratio. You would have to, yeah, this isn't a good trade. You'd have to get in here and your target would be there and then your stop loss. So no, you wouldn't get a good risk to reward ratio for that. So that's going to be a negative. So back to the drawing board. And okay, well that's the last page. Anyway, so that's just pretty well how you're going to scan for these. If SPY is down, and then of course, let's just say for instance that we were going to take that Urban Outfitters trade. Where did it go? There it is. Let's just say for instance we were going to take this. We would go to same sector as before and look at apparel retail. And what we're looking for now is a downtrend. And it does look like this is forming a short-term downtrend. If you notice, it's fallen below this moving average here. It's making lower lows. It's making higher or lower highs. So honestly, that would be a decent trade if you could get a good risk to reward ratio for it, but you can't. So, and SPY is up, and you want to trade in confluence and follow the market. You don't want to trade against the market. Anyway, I hope this has helped everybody out, and I hope these two videos that we put up today can assist you guys in your trading. We're going to be going over my other favorite setup next, so please stick around for that. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and we will see everybody in the next one.